Hey everybody, welcome to the My eLearning World YouTube channel. Today we're going to be delving into the question of what is instructional design? Whether you're considering a career in instructional design or you're just curious about what it means, this video is going to give you all the essential need to know details. But first, before we dive into the details, do me a favor. Down there, hit that subscribe button so you can make sure to see all of our videos. And while you're at it, click the thumbs up and show us that you like the video. And it's just a small way you can help us out. All right, let's get into it. To get started, let's begin by understanding what actually does instructional design mean? What is it? At its core, instructional design involves creating learning experiences that are both effective and efficient. It's about constructing materials, modules, or lessons, or all three, in a way that the knowledge and skills aren't just acquired, but they're also applied effectively, which hopefully ensures that the learning experience is as impactful as possible. You might think of instructional design as simply creating learning materials and lessons. While that's part of it, that's only one component of the entire process. In actuality, instructional design is composed of four key components. The first component is analysis. That's where we take the time to research and understand the actual needs of the learner. From there, we go into the design phase, which is where we set clear learning objectives and kind of plan out where we're going. Third is the design phase, which is probably what most of us think of when we think of instructional design. That's where we're actually creating the instructional materials that will be used. And last, we have the evaluation phase. This is where we assess how well did the students actually learn the material. All four of these components play a pretty big role in the overall effectiveness of instructional design. There are several different models of instructional design. Each has a different approach. Some of the popular ones that you may or may not have heard of include the ADDIE model, the Kirkpatrick model, Bloom's taxonomy, Assure, and then there's the situated learning theory. Each of those models offers its own distinct perspective and methodology to help the learner achieve instructional goals. So let's take a closer look at each of these models of instructional design, starting with the ADDIE model. This is a widely used framework that stands for analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. It's a flexible and adaptable model, so it's pretty versatile and it fits a pretty wide range of ID needs. It guides us through all of the components of instructional design, starting with analyzing learner competence all the way through to evaluating the effectiveness of the instructional design process. Then we have the Kirkpatrick model. This model evaluates training effectiveness across four levels. We have reaction, learning, transfer, and results. It helps us to understand how learners respond to training, the knowledge they gain along the way, how they apply this knowledge that they gained, and the overall impact of the training program. Bloom's taxonomy is another popular model, and as a former teacher, it's one that I am very well versed in. So, what you have with Bloom's taxonomy is an arrangement of learning outcomes emphasizing building upon existing knowledge. These stages start with remembering, on to understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Each stage builds on the previous one, forming a comprehensive learning journey. So as we start at the beginning with remembering, we kind of deal with typically easier exercises that get increasingly difficult and abstract and involve more higher level thinking as you get into those later phases of evaluating and creating. Now let's explore the Assure model of instructional design. Assure stands for Analyze Learners, State Standards and Objectives, Select Strategies, Media, and Materials, Utilize Technology, Media, and Materials, and require learner participation, and finally, evaluate and revise. This model is a holistic approach to instructional design. It starts with a deep analysis of learner characteristics, and it ends with evaluation and revision. This ensures that The educational experience is continuously improved and tailored to meet a learner's needs effectively. And finally, let's take a look at the situated learning theory. This theory suggests that the most effective learning occurs when it's embedded within an activity, within context, or within culture. It's about learning through doing and through real life experiences. Key aspects of this theory include the significance of social interaction and collaboration, the importance of reflection in learning, and the emphasis of engaging learners in authentic tasks that are directly relevant to their real world experiences. So, why is instructional design so important in education? Well, it ensures that learning experiences aren't just effective, but they're also cost efficient and impactful. Instructional design aligns learning objectives with institutional goals. This leads to more engaging and meaningful learning experiences. It's about transforming educational programs to be more relevant and learner centric. To sum it all up, instructional design can be a really powerful tool for institutional change. It enhances student engagement and can completely transform the culture of classrooms. With techniques like gamification and microlearning, instructional designers can create content that truly resonates with learners. And that'll do it. I want to thank you for joining me in this video and watching along. Please, please, please do me a favor. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's how you can support us. Just subscribe and a thumbs up like. Until next time, this is my e-learning world.